Sharing that I chose to use drugs while I was pregnant has been one of the hardest things for me to share online because of the amount of hate that I get. What's up, you guys? My name's Nicole Pludre. I'm a person in recovery that talks about addiction, recovery, and so much more. And sharing the choices that I made while I was pregnant and being completely honest about it has been one of the hardest things I've had to do online. And it's also been one of the most freeing experiences, because just recently I really started to get down to the bare bones of it all, and that is that I made a choice. You know, I had been in active addiction for almost 20 years at that point, and a lot of my decision making was very skewed and my priorities were not right at all. But at the end of the day, I chose to put substances in my body when I knew I was pregnant. And realizing that it was a choice that I made, not blaming addiction, because addiction is choices and bad behaviors and poor coping skills. I finally had to really look at myself and take full responsibility for that. And it has been a hard thing for me to do. It's really easy to come online and say, drugs hijacked my brain, I have a disease. But at the end of the day, I chose to put substances in my body while I was pregnant with my child. Have I been able to forgive myself for that? No. Will I ever be able to forgive myself for that? Probably not. That's my cross to bear and my burden to carry. It is a lesson learned. And for me, unfortunately, I have to learn the hard way in life, always. It's always been my experience is that I don't learn the easy way. But being able to admit that I made terrible choices and taking ownership of that is helping me heal today. And it is such a freeing feeling to be able to stand up and say, I made terrible choices and I own that. And there's no other excuse for it. I will work every single day for the rest of my life to be the best mother, to make it up to my son. And I will work for the rest of my life, making sure that his life is the most amazing, because that's what he deserves. And I realize that I didn't deserve to have him, because he's a blessing. And I'm so grateful that God gave me the opportunity to be his mother, and that I changed my life, because if I hadn't changed my life, I wouldn't be able to be his mom.